Crewmates on our battered research vessel Braveheart are likely unaware of the drama unfolding in the water. They only know that we're overdue. If we don't return soon, our captain will have to call for help into a radio handset, but no one will hear him. We're beyond the range of communications, utterly alone against the wilderness. And there are no other capable divers on board. Our colleagues will search the horizon through binoculars. They'll launch the ship's helicopter and ferret feverishly over the endless white ice of the Ross Sea. But they'll know that nobody survives for long in these indifferent waters. We would be remembered at best as gutsy, but more likely as lunatics. The incredible pain in my hand begins to yield to a numbness that threatens to hijack my resolve. I know that as my core temperature drops, confusion will soon follow. When pain subsides, death is often lurking. I plunge my frostbitten hand into the doughy seafloor to pull myself forward, and columns of clay rise like smoke. I'm simultaneously hot and cold. My chest is heaving, my lungs burning. There's a beam of daylight, soft and elusive, about 300 yards away, and I begin kicking as hard as I can, latching onto anything on the ocean floor that could edge me closer to it. I can hear Paul's and Wes's heavy panting, but my mind is turning inward, to my own survival, as I gain 1 inch of ground at a time. How does a dying person know when it's over? They say your life flashes before your eyes, but that isn't happening to me now. All I can think about is escaping from the water that I love more than anything else. I've spent my life immersed in a relationship with this element that nourishes and destroys, buoys and drowns, that has both freed me and taken the lives of my friends. Now I have come to my moment of reckoning. My life began in water, and I refuse to accept that it may end here. I'm going to carry you on a journey to places you've never imagined, deeper inside underwater caves than any woman has ventured. I will take you on an uncomfortable rendezvous with fear. You will feel cold and claustrophobic when you hear this book, but I challenge you to recognize the humanity in that sensation of terror that you're experiencing. I encourage you to accept that you are an explorer like me. As young children, we exhibit a complete wonderment and lack of fear about the world around us. In our youth, everything is fresh and sensational, and we don't have to work hard at exploring. For me, it seemed normal to examine the world around me, boldly cresting every hill, without fear of what was on the other side. But eventually, painful life experiences shaped me to accept fear as a reigning doctrine. Like most people, by adulthood I found myself searching for stability and certainty. It's easy to become comfortable with the status quo, more concerned about losing ground than reaching new heights. We all have fears, rational and irrational. Spiders, storms and germs, killer bees, killer dogs, and killer cars with runaway accelerators. We worry about losing our jobs, paying our bills, and protecting our families. Government leaders encourage us to fear others, especially when they don't look like or worship like us. Nations shut their borders and citizens close their doors, choosing to be sequestered in triple-locked, protected enclaves, and preferring synthetic lives where stimulation is satiated digitally. All news is breaking news these days, and sometimes it seems like every headline promises to march us closer to the end of the world as we know it. For me, acknowledging and then living my wildest dream has meant learning to accept and welcome fear. Cave diving, at the intersection of earthbound science, exploration, and discovery, tests the extremes of human capability. My job is never simple. Whether I'm filming documentary footage,